Welcome back to Activated Mornings on WFM 99.9. The clean, fresh sound. The WhatsApp number to join the conversation is 457-9994. The number to call is 457-9997. Now, bearing in mind, you can also call via WhatsApp. Don't call the WhatsApp number because you're going to end up somewhere else. We can't and you can't reach us. A little bit of a disconnection there. All right. So that's how you can stay connected and join the discussion. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube at WFM 99 SVG. In studio this morning is Mr. Kingsley Defreitas and yours truly, Christal. Of course, we go right up until 9:45. We take a break at 9 o'clock. The time is now 8:38 across SVG. Before we took the break, we were talking about minibuses. So it started off with listeners and connection, and then we moved on to minibuses and some of the woes on the road, something that comes up ever so often. So let's read out the final responses on it because people seem to be interested in that one, and then we'd move on. All right. I was kind of hoping for a yeah coming from you, sir. Anyways, response coming in on the WhatsApp. Good morning. Some passengers walk all the way up Sally Spring to catch a bus on evenings. Some people walk to Sion Hill to catch more particular Mespo vans. And they would walk because one set would walk. And then when you realize the vans are not coming on because they're turning back, and they actually, some of them fill up in Arnersville and turn back in Arnersville. After like 2:45, 3 o'clock, crap a smoky pipe if trying to catch a Mesco van. So, I mean, and there's nothing to stop people from walking up, but it provides a kind of for people who don't know how to catch Mesco vans, or maybe Georgetown. I'm not sure about Georgetown, but if you don't know how to catch it, then you're going to be left at Pismo or Tokyo for hours waiting. Not all the buses, majority would fill up to the top because people want a seat to go home. Mesco vans are in high demand.
Yeah, I noticed that they do that out at Secret Grade. They catch a van that going to Mesco when the van is going to Kingston.
Yep.
Yeah, so when the van is full, probably sign it at French Gate, they turn back.
Turn back. Yeah. The more the vans turn back because you realize they're not coming down, the more you would be inclined to walk up because they want to go home. Right? You got to take a little squeeze up sometimes too. As it concerns the music, everything is about sex and how to do it. Yeah.
For me, that's a taboo, so I try not to discuss that.
The music in minibuses?
No.
Minibuses?
Sex.
Sex is a taboo.
Yeah.
Sex is a taboo because who made it a taboo?
Yeah. I try not to discuss that. That's people's privacy. What they want to do, they do.
Yeah.
I have an interesting guest coming on sometime next week. I hope that I bring him in when you're here. Christian, you'd be amazing when I meet this guy. I saw him. I'll tell you off air because I can't think that's really language.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Kingsley.
Hey.
Remember sometime in last class when you let them to get the bus and they forget the way.
Yeah.
You ask me if I agree with it and I tell you yes.
Yes.
But you see what's going on now, that still get to me. I ride in one the other day and I have to out. You want me to take down which part you just take down and he pull up over me like a guana.
Yeah, but that is their favorite spot. That's the guana spot in the van. They ring up like a S.
Yeah. And 3 men can't sit down in the front seat.
Yeah, imagine that.
Right.
Yeah.
But then if they get just like that, with my foot on the arm, the part and a half of the body and go.
Yeah.
You know, I have seen sometimes, I haven't seen it lately,
Ridiculous.
but they would, if the van is full and there's somebody coming out a short distance away, it's off road.
The van driver hang up on the back trunk.
The conductor.
You ever see that?
Yeah, plenty time.
I sure enjoy looking at that.
And times in the past. I can't tell unless I see it though, but they go on the back and they hold on.
Yeah,
I have seen conductors hold on to the back of that van and go up that steep hill in Glen to go over.
Yeah.
And then go down and come round.
I just hope if I'm probably just dial and roll back and squeeze in.
Oh, you dear. Mean, man. That's mean.
Yes, Mr. Wynn.
You know, you're just saying something to keep the people and everyone. When the policeman tries to happen to the driver.
Yeah. The passengers just try
But
to
you know,
abuse the police, yes.
the police them could charge them for obstruction of justice.
But of course, yeah, preventing him from doing his duty, yeah.
But
yeah.
I must bring up that way they keep themselves quiet.
Yes, yes, yes.
When they hear the talking to the policeman, talking to the conductor and the driver, keep yourself silent. You are not the owner. You only want anyone to go to your destination.
Definitely. Yes, yes.
Yeah? So they must bring back up that bring up that and charge them for obstruction of justice.
Yeah, we remind them on traffic
Once
that
it's
they need
fair.
to do. Yeah, of course. Once you impose the police, you could get charged for obstructing the police
Okay.
with his duty. Yes. Okay, sir. Thank
All right.
you. All right.
Thank you so
okay.
much.
Right.
Somebody has a question. Why do some school-age children gravitate towards van drivers? Sometimes the conductors, it is for attention or free rides. Is it for attention or free rides, or to be associated with them because they might have money, cute, or peer pressure thing? I'm really curious. I think it's a combination of all those
I
things.
never drive a van, so I won't know. I never was a conductor, so I won't know. You have to ask a driver and a conductor. But hey, it's amazing, Christal, to see. You laugh. You know, you have a caller coming today.
You're making jokes. Good morning. Welcome. Do you want to speak up for me? You're very, very low.
I find when people go in the minivan and the minivan have the loud noise, which you tell them we can't hear them anymore. Because when I'm in the van and
Can you speak up a little bit, ma'am?
when they're in the van, tell the van low down the noise.
Yes.
But when I in the van, I don't tell people low down.
Well, you're a special child, Millicent, that you could tell the van driver that you cannot turn the music down. Well, wow. But the other should do like you too. Yes.
So when the van is going here and listening to the music, when the student tell them stop to because I want to read where I go.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, some of the people have to be proactive like you. Take the wheel and say, take me to Jesus, and let the driver them know that I'm sitting here, drive much more responsible, and have the people them. Yeah. So I agree with you that we should drive to the attention of the drivers and conductors. Yes.
We didn't hear that last part, but I think we understand what you're saying.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All right, thank you so much for the contribution.
She's suggesting to
Speak up for yourself.
commuters, when you're in the van, take out and speak for your right. Let the driver know that you're traveling too fast and blow on the music and do what you think is right in the confine and the traffic regulation to get you to your destination safe, okay?
You should.
Yes.
Sometimes when you do that, they cuss you back.
Yeah, well.
And you just get out the bus. Sometimes I just get out the van. I don't even have time to be like, oh, you're driving too fast, you're speeding, your music too loud. I'm like, bus stop. Actually, no, it's more like, bus stop.
Well, yeah, Christal, some people really don't know the danger,
Do they?
Riding a van.
You know how much adrenaline pumps through people's blood when they're in, I don't know, when the van's moving really quickly and the music is loud. You know how excited passengers get?
Okay. Yeah.
Some passengers, rather. But oh boy, see this van thing here? What bothers me at times concerning traveling in the minibuses is when you get in under the impression that, all right, this van here cool. Don't looking like it's speeding too much because it ain't moving, it's stationary because you're going into the bus and the music is low. 2 minutes into the bus and it drives off and they just gradually turn it up and up and I'm like, oh, I came into this van with one expectation, a couple expectations, but it's a pet peeve of mine when you turn up the music when you're done in the van. Giving people as a false advertisement.
Well, I know of two vans when one no longer exists. It used to be driven by a guy called Zion. People see using. Gus is still around, but his van started to deteriorate and looked like he was breaking too soon. But JK used to try his best out at the Prospect area. But
JK was a nice van to
but you don't know young people say, but he's going too slow. He's driving like. Well, Christal,
Christal,
you believe me? I had a job with a lady the other day. Take her to a particular destination. She said, driver, you are this family? So I said, what happened? She said, you're driving too slow. Step on the gas. I said, Lord of mercy. Imagine that. So I said,
Well, in the wrong vehicle.
so I said, where you going? The house on fire? She said, well, you're driving too slow, man. I said, all right, yeah. Okay, when you come here, put next time, check somebody else. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Bashman.
asked her out. She said, you was working ever ready? I said, no. Our time check compliments. Even at 8 o'clock. We have a call out.
Night. Oh, yeah, 8 o'clock. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Interesting topic.
Thank you, Miss
It's a pet
Sandy.
peeve for me as well. A pet peeve for me as well because I've had an experience where I would have entered public transportation with one expectation as well to get to my destination. The music would be at a certain level. And for some strange reason, as the van approaches passengers, there would be this hype, as you would have put it, adrenaline, and then they would increase the volume.
Yeah.
You know how many times I had to stop them and tell them, look, stop the van, let me come out. You know, it's really, really, really annoying. Really, really annoying.
Yeah,
So
that choice might be a bit inconvenient, but with your health and your safety, that's the best choice you're doing there. Yeah.
Because I don't want when I get to the age of 60, I'm deaf, I can't hear, you know?
Yeah, and I agree with you. I don't want to have you as an afterthought. I want to have you sticking around, but you can't allow yourself to be abused by van drivers, right?
Yes, and what's even worse is when you have a child in there as well, to be subjected to such noise. It's terrible. So great topic, guys.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Thanks for calling. Have a great day, Natasha Sandy. But here's something though. I personally feel, Christal, that more persons have to do what like respond when we get in here. They have to take the bull by the horn, and when they sit in the van, let the conductor, because he normally control the remote for the volume, eh? Yeah. And he all
most times.
Yeah, most of the time hear that. So let him know that you're not entering a public transport to be entertained. You want to get where you're going as safe as possible, not as quick as possible, okay? I mean, we know that it's rat race out there and they have to try to see if they can make as much money as possible. But do it in the confine of the law and safety. Don't put your customers at risk because they want to see where you're going. We seem to
remember too, the buses have their ideal customer in mind. We out here who care about getting to where we want to go safely and with low music are not their ideal customer.
Right. Yeah, morning, Anta.
You're calling me by my pet name.
Yes.
Good morning.
Because I'm like, he said I'm a fast boy.
Yeah.
I know, that's my pet name. And the children couldn't say Anita, right? So in the village, you go up there and ask for Anita. Anybody had, you have to say Anta. Yes, good morning, Christal. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I know that 9 o'clock is creeping up, so I'll make it short. Good morning to all the important people in my life. They know who they are. I can't call name this morning. You talk about the conductors, Christal. I had some experience down at the Leeward bus stop because I used to do snack day. Look, it's the rudest people I've ever met. Now, there was a guy in my village who was a conductor. He was going to school and then he got my neighbor pregnant, but he continued school and she dropped out. Anyway, so we were good. And he became a policeman. And one day I was there, like when I see him came and he came and he hugged me and said, and I congratulate him and everything. Later the morning, they used to come out Kingsley, you would know, and block up the entrance down at the Leeward bus stop.
Yes.
And they're empty, and vans behind them full and they can't come out. So he was talking to one of the guys and telling him, just pull aside because people over there want to come in vans full. Yes. They can't come out. It's one way. And listen, the conductor took some, oh my God. And that young man here, like he almost want, and he tell him, you are one of we. You used to do the same thing out here.
Yeah.
But when I look on the other side, there was an officer there that I know, and he was a sergeant. He was in plain clothes. And my instinct tell me, I wonder if he's just there waiting to catch a van or if he is like monitoring to see, well, how he's doing. I was right. So I intercede because the guy used to buy from me too. So I intercede and I said, listen, I know he was one of you and he used to do the same thing. I said, but if you don't respect it, respect the black and white and the crown that he have on his head. Look, and he started on me too. I said, listen, I'm a GPSA. You know what that is? Oh, so I pull out my thing and I show him. I say, here.
Yeah, put him on
I said, wanna
notice, man.
apologize to me for the words that you just used to me. And he don't want to apologize. So a lady was on the other side and she just called at him and she said, man, look, just apologize. You see that man over there? He's a sergeant, you know. So when he look around now, he see I'm the officer and he apologized to me. I say, you can't do this. I say, he was one of you. I say, yeah, he used to do the same thing, but he no longer that. And
Yeah.
if you don't respect him, just respect the uniform and the crown that he's wearing on his head.
Yeah.
So it's terrible when you really talk. I don't understand how the drivers allow the conductors to rule them.
Yes.
Who is paying who?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
To be
I'm
to be
telling you,
honest, though, there are some conductors who become familiar with. They call it running the road. I think they call it running the road.
They're doing the route and things, right?
So they know the routes, they know the times, they know the passengers because that's their job. They're supposed to look out for passengers. The driver is supposed to drive and take instruction
They
from
understand the
the
culture.
conductors, and that too. And it's a hard thing to explain, but I could see why sometimes the conductors would rule the drivers.
Yeah, and Crystal, while I understand what you're saying, then don't you think they would lose passenger because there are some van I would rather walk than get into there.
Yeah, but you only one.
So you can talk to your conductor. Yeah, I understand that part of it, and the conductor is who brings in the money because you sit in the van, yes, and they're the one who meet the people outside. And
Yes.
another thing that they do, they harass the people so much, pull the back from them and all that kind of a thing. The minute you talk, I see
It's
one
because of the
conductor
competitive
one time.
nature of the business.
Yeah, they want you to get into their
Yeah,
bus,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
it's not
but I
right,
see
but
one time one conductor pull a lady back and she said, I ain't ready yet. I go sit down here and get something, please. I go with you. And he just ping down the woman back on the ground. I mean, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you get
sometimes they actually touch you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some of them what you
Come,
say?
come, they touch you and
Well,
guide you
I don't
to their bus.
yeah, I don't even mind that, but because the lady said I have to get something to eat, yeah, I'm
Mm.
coming. And she wanted to get a drink from one of those people selling on the side. And he just fling down the lady's bag. I mean, like, and I'm telling you about it, they're too rude. Anyway, guys, have a good day.
Yeah.
And I'm gone for now. Kingsley,
Yeah, later.
hold tight.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
All right, Crystal, you stay blessed and
All
be
right.
well.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Yes.
Same to you.
You're
Yes.
very welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Well,
4 minutes, 30 seconds on to 9. Don't forget that 9 we take a break to get to the bank rates and last night's 3D and Lotto play. And I'm going to try to wake up Rihanna to do a song for me for Destiny. Shine Like a Diamond. So we should be playing that song anytime after 9 for Destiny.
Diamond.
And all
You
those
playing for
persons-
Destiny, you playing for yourself.
For all those persons.
That's your favorite song. Destiny, what is your favorite song, Destiny?
Destiny, type in your favorite song, okay? Type in the favorite song. Let mommy tell us what is your favorite song.
Yeah.
We probably look for it. I know of song that you like, you know, because I want you and Christal to be I have a lady that in my mind who's saying she's a Rasta girl. What's your name, Christal?
A lot of Rasta women. Queen
Yeah.
Ifrika.
Not
I don't think
Ifrika.
Etana is Rasta.
No.
Elaine is not Rasta.
Yeah. I will tell you just now. She has a yeah, I think Anne-Marie will type it and tell you.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
idolizing one of my nieces to be like her one of these days, okay? Yeah.
A Rasta woman.
Yeah, she sings a little nice.
Which country is she from?
Yeah, you're comfortable just now. Don't worry.
Let's
So
see.
let's wake up
Something else.
Rihanna and get prepared to do the
Okay.
issue of the bank rates and the.
We're not
issue-
waking up Rihanna.
Yeah, you're not wake up Rihanna this morning.
I'm telling you, I'm not playing no song for you. I'm playing song for Destiny. Let me hear what Destiny
Okay.
wants to hear.
Destiny, say what you like, okay?
Okay?
Destiny,
I'm
child.
studying uncle.
Yeah.
You understand? Let me just throw out the final comments concerning the Frank Ocean. Let me look for it. Let me throw out the final comments. Good morning, folks. I know the minivans do a great job to the public with their transportation, but why the government don't have meaning public transportation system? Oh, a PTS or NTS, a public transportation system or national transportation system for its people. servicing the different parishes to eliminate the problems with the private transportation services.
Government get involved in public transport at all. Yeah.
But they are already involved. They set the rates.
Yeah, the transport board do that, but to have one actually, people got to be.
But the transport board is who?
A part of the executive.
The transport board is the government.
A part of the executive. Yeah.
Right. So the government already playing a part in some form of control.
But I don't want them to get physically involved in getting minivans to be a part of that, because
as in government-owned buses.
Yeah,
but there already government-owned buses that are leased to certain van drivers to operate as school buses.
And you see how they carry them?
The children look nice in them, though.
Okay.
AC and thing.
I could name 2 of them who do extremely good job from all the countryside. Yes.
I will want to go in them, but they don't stop for me.
They will put on a school uniform.
I should do that. Yeah, and then they could operate as they wish after.
Yeah. So
government has thought about
Mr. Oliver from the Cedars area who does quite a good job in getting passengers and relievers to children to and from their destination. And there's a blue one. There's a blue English shaped one, nicely fine. I said, wow.
Yeah, with some little yellow things
I like
inside.
That one is really.
That's the bus I try to catch a couple of times in the van driver. Just watch me zoom past. Shame killed me. Final point from 9 o'clock. We're gonna switch things up a little bit. Good morning. None of the vans them you call hot van is not free ride with the young girls. Sadly, and they share conductor driving van. Now and the young and wild up making money is timing, not rat race.
I think rat race is more than rat race.
Final thing on it, because it's 9 o'clock. I think that after any time, maybe like 3:45, 4 o'clock, school children should pay full fare
to get them to catch the designated van that take them home.
Not only that
should be a punishment.
Go home.
Yeah, go off the street.
Stop waiting on special buses. Get off the street. Go home.
Christal, you look at the area adjacent to Massey out at Annisfield.
Don't even talk about out there. Dirty.
Jesus. Look at the one up at Stony Grounds. I don't know what's about Massey that attract young people.
Well, up there, it's easy to catch a bus on this side if you're going Leeward. Out there, because the 2 schools are in Annisville, then it's easy to catch a bus there. And then you have the college and what's not. But after 3:45, 4 o'clock, full fare for school children.
Yes.
Stop waiting on special vans. You are taking up adult seats. Some van drivers do not take children after a certain time. And I don't give them wrong.
Yes.
Go home.
Yes. It's not economical at all. I hope that is in place by law. Catch your van before 3:45.
Unless you're in classes and what's not.
And you could show that you're coming from a community.
Yeah. Classes don't finish. Van drivers would know that there are certain children who sit there and wait on them.
Yeah.
You would see them, van full, you see them again when they come back. Yeah. Where you going? Now it's big people time.
Especially if you're tapping or you're a tapper. You seem to get that level
I don't know.
Influence and advantage.
But let's go. It's 9:01. All right. Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines brings to you at this time the ECCB bank rates. And we're also going to end the live and resume another one when we start back talking.
Brick by brick, piece by piece, building with technology, helping wealth increase, starting small, building the future.